Hello everybody, welcome back. It is here for our final game of today. The final of the 5 games between Russia and the UK. So far Russia are going 4-0, not managed to win a single game on the UK side here. But that isn't such a bad thing. The Russians are proving their worth, they're showing who's boss. Now we're on cash. We recently saw eSports lose 16-12 in a very close game on Dust 2. Now we'll be heading into cash. We don't know how the Russians are going to perform on it. We haven't seen this map either side. Oh no, FM, they're pretty good on cash. So maybe we'll see an actual win here for the UK side. Maybe we'll see some redemption for the brutal, savage wreck that we have seen so far, with the Russians delivering the absolute world of pain onto the UK side. I'm James Banks, Banks eSports. I am your commentator. We've been here since 6 in the morning. It is now 11:30, or just about 11:30. And it looks like FM eSports are going to be going for the A-bomb site here on cash to start with. Now it's a waiting game. The smokes have already gone down for the CT side. QB have opted for the CT side. Oh, Luke just saw the top of... Oh, a huge shot onto Stenley. But he does actually get ripped off in the end by Jenko. They do reply. The bomb will go down for the terrorists in here. And Niels got himself in a nice position. He can hear Fenny coming. Who's going to get who? Nicely done by Niels. Take a good start for FM eSports. Lamp onto Robin. Trade for trade. 2 versus 2. Dancing around at the moment, and Niels literally walks into it. They pretty much knew he was coming, but look at that! A TK from Fix to Lamp, but Fix does get some sort of redemption. But he was playing that pretty close to the chest. I was a little bit nervous for him. TK is never what you want to start off with, but what a better round for it to happen on than this. 1-0 is your score in favour of the Russian team. FM eSports doing so well to get that bomb site, but they just couldn't hold it together. Despite having the advantage, they quickly lost it. And the Russians take the lead. Still all to play for, still early doors. We can see a load of UMP, FAMAS and M4s up for the CT side. P250s all in hand for the CTs. No, for the Ts even, sorry. Going up through middle, and Luke nearly got caught off guard. Wasn't really paying attention, I think, there. Maybe he was just fiddling with something. Does get one, can't get the second. Jenko's managed to pick himself up a FAMAS with that P250 of his, but he does go down the hands of Lamb. And Fenny finishing off Pulse, who was lurking back in middle, just trying to see what was going on. Not too difficult for the Russian team, though. Now we have got a full buy from the T side here of FM eSports, but they don't have all the utility they would like. But they've got the more powerful weapons. Let's see if they can make this work for them. I think the main thing to keep an eye on here is just to see who's going to get that first initial kill, and also who's going to give away at the T's have got all the guns. Because it will be a bit of a surprise. Well, it was a surprise until Robin started spamming away. Oh, Luke didn't quite spot Jenko then. His head was there. I was about to say they might start throwing up some nades if they catch him lurking around. Boosted up high. It's literally just waiting for someone to make the first move here. Spamming away at the door. Fair bit of damage done to the CTs, but they can't just get the kills. Jenko pops out to finish him off, but it's almost just a little too late. Need a couple of teammates to be together for this. A lot of damage has been done to the CT side. Lamp only on 42, but Lamp spams through the smoke perfectly onto Jenko. 3 versus 3. Nades and the Molotovs go out, but Niels jumps out. Was spotted by Lamp, but Lamp manages to take him down. Lamp only on 15 health. And in these 1v1 situations, the Russians are just coming out on top. The bomb finally does go down, but it was so much hard work for the T's to actually get in that bomb site. Fenny just caught the edge of him, but gave away his position with that shot. Stanley trying to get himself in a nice position. He's got to be careful though. Lamp doesn't have much health. He's still got to deal with Fenny as well. They're both poking him at the same time. Nicely done by Stanley. Oh, it was looking so treacherous for him, but he does manage to take the round and put his team back on the map just when they needed it. 2-1 is your score, and fantastic work from him. Now Luke does have an AWP. Niels, because obviously everyone lost their weapons bar Stanley, only has a Tech 9, but he does have a molly and a flash. Using the molly straight away. Molly comes down towards Luke, but not actually going to reach him at this distance. Pulse for the first kill onto Fix. Luke he knew there was someone around there, but he just couldn't quite make it work. Nice use of the Molotov grenades, but once again, QB are just spamming through. Fenny gets 3 of them. He should have never been allowed to do that much damage. Pulse, though, trying to even up the numbers, trying to make it work. Gets 2 nice headshots, but he's finally taken down by Romy. Romy then finishes off Robin as well, and you've just got to question yourself, how did they allow Fenny to get that many kills? He was stood up high, it was an obvious position, he wasn't hidden away, and they all just walked in and basically let him mow him down. 3-1 is your current score in favour of the Russian team. FM eSports from the UK, just have Tech 9s and P250s in hand. Playing it very slowly by this door. And couple people through middle, couple through door, and they've come through door nicely there. Stanley onto Fix, but he does have a bit of damage done onto him. Romy though waiting for Niels to come from middle. He knew it was going to happen. They have managed to get the bomb down, but now it's about holding it, and holding it with just a Famas and a P250. Well, it's not going to be easy. Nice position from Pulse. He does manage to get Lamp. Fenny finishes him off. Jenko takes down Luke, but he just runs out of chance there. Gets caught from behind. The bomb will be defused by Fenny. And another round on the board for QB. Another round of just pistol eco. We've got 1 deagle up on FM eSports. Let's see if Pulse can do anything from a long distance with this. Open up maybe one of the bomb sites. Oh, Pulse literally walks in through the smoke. They heard him rush into it. Then he tried to walk it. Gets taken down by Fenny. Fenny gets 2. And FM eSports just running into Fenny's spray. Niels finally takes him down, but the damage has been done. They need to try to get a hold of that weapon, but Lamp's straight on it. He's not allowing that to happen. He is, though, only on 4 HP now. And this could be a huge nade coming in from Luke. Nicely done. Doesn't do too much damage just because of where Stanley was jumping. But now both members of the T side have M4s, but Romy comes in, finishes off 1, finishes off the second, and 5-1. These rounds are going incredibly fast in the favour of the Russian side. Currently in round number 7, and FM eSports have picked up the weapons in their hands. Got an AWP up on Jenko. Not going for the double warp setup. I can understand why on this map, but that has been their saving grace many times in the previous map. Oh, and they've been pushed right up close. Fix and Fenny getting a kill each there, straight at middle, putting them right on the back foot. And just applying that pressure to FM eSports and not giving him a chance to get away with anything. Pulse then goes on to Luke, but straight away shut down. He needs to be trying to get in there and get a couple of these kills, but he's just getting owned every single time. Romy comes in with the last kill there onto Robin. 6-1 is your scoreline. And these rounds, I'm not surprised we're getting a pause in, because yeah, it's FM eSports calling the pause. They are literally just getting walked over. In the situations where there should be even easy rounds for FM eSports to get a couple of kills. So I'm talking about it's 1v2, but one's got his back turned, the one's on low health. And you'd expect the person to be able to make at least 2 kills. They're just not getting it, even the easy ones. It just doesn't make sense to me at the moment. QB obviously playing really well, and they're nailing their shots, and their teamwork is on point. But even then, FM eSports should be doing better than this. These rounds are just flying by. They'll most likely be talking to each other at the moment and just deciding, what are we actually doing here? Come on, this is our last chance. This is the last map of the day. We've got to get some UK pride back here. No other UK teams even taken a round. We've got to be the ones that do it. And ultimately, FM eSports are probably the best team in the UK. Yep, it's being unpaused now, so we're going to go straight back into the game. All the weaponry, all the money is with QB for an obvious reason. They've won round after round after round. We've got Tech9s and Deagles up on FM eSports, and they've really got to make these Deagles work for them. Got to try and get some of these distance picks, these nice one-taps in there. Open up a round, be explosive. Give them a head start. Lamp and Fix once again just working together very smartly. They've got Niels on 4 health, Jenko there on 49, and it's only Jenko left. And down they go. As quick as you give them a chance, they pick up a weapon or they make something happen, as quick as they die. Now, this is the round that FM eSports can't afford to lose. You just got to look at the money. They've invested in this heavily. There again, they just keep losing round after round. But they've got the AKs this time. They've got the Molotovs. They've got the grenades. Use it wisely. Use it smart. Go for an execute with the team. And I have not seen this yet from QB. They've pushed door. 2 of them have pushed door. Pulse is doing the work though, manages to get one of them, but he's quickly taken down. Trade for trade, but at least Pulse was able to hold his own. Robin runs in though, and Luke straight on it, comes from middle with the AWP. Gets his first kill. Can he make the second? Jenko's close by. Stanley's up in door. Oh, and the incendiary grenade's going to come straight towards Stanley. Going to push him back and at least hold him at bay for a little while. While Nilzinho's all the way back here. Not even close, but Jenko comes in with the kill. Manages to get rid of that AWP, and that was the danger weapon. That was the weapon holding him at bay. 2 versus 3. FM eSports have the bomb down. Now this is their chance to capitalise on it. They've got to make this work for them. Niels can hear what's going on. Jenko straight away takes down Rennie, and nicely done by Niels. Rips off the head of Lamp and finally puts another round on the board for FM eSports. (7-2) is your scoreline. And as you see straight away, with not letting the money build up for QB, their money is not as strong. They've had to reinvest. This is a more expensive side to buy from. This is where FM eSports can pull it back. They've just got to make this round work for them. So we've got double AWP set up for the first time I've seen it from the CT side, which is very interesting. But how are they going to play it? We've still got Luke at middle. Second one's towards B. the big waiting game. I'm guessing we're going to see an execute maybe like 40 seconds, 35 seconds for FM eSports. You see all these mollies are going over. But are they going to be able to make anything of it? Are they going to be able to push them to the side? They're hanging around A. But you see they're investing so much utility and not actually moving forward with it. Generally, if you're going to do this, you're going to throw all the mollies over, throw a flash over, get a smoke in. You would then push through and try and make something of it rather than hanging back, because you're just giving the counter-terrorists to just chill out. And here we go, straight onto the B bomb site. Lamp gets one. He's on his own at the moment, but his team coming to back him up. Jenko manages to finish with a nice shot from Jenko onto Luke as well. This is what we needed to see. Pulse onto Romy. They've done the work. They've got in the bomb site. All up to Fenny and Fix. 2 versus 4. The bomb is down. I think the best decision they can make here is let's just try to take a few weapons away from them. Hold on to their own and keep it chilled and wait back. There's no real point in going for it. Like I said, you look at the CT's money. And this is what FM needed to do. FM needed to put a couple rounds on the board so they can break the money of the CT side.
Terrorists win.
7-3 is your score. QB still leading the way, but FM 2 in a row now. Exactly what they need to happen. And you can see the money is looking dodgy for the Russian side. While the T's are actually already starting to build up a little bit of a bank. They need to be able to keep this momentum. Luke poised and ready with that AWP. Bolt's going to do some spamming onto the door, but they've got a boost up in the A bomb site. Fenny gets rid of the AWP straight away. That leaves Luke with his, but wow, Luke, nice, very quick shot onto Niels. But again, nothing happens from the back of it, so FM eSports haven't gone anywhere from it. They've got to start making these dead kills basically come into life. Do something off the back of it. You knew where that person was. Don't leave it ages to react. Now they're going to go take a little bit of mid control. Lamp's in the vents and gets pushed out, but it's easy for him to run away. Fix though comes from behind, manages to kill Pulse. Quick reply throw, but the advantage is still massively in favour of the CT side. Luke's got himself in a great position, but the T's are pretty much just walking into the B bomb site. Luke gets one. Can he get a second? Nicely done by Luke. Maintained his composure, held it calm and cool, and actually managed to pick up another round just before they had that problem with the money. So just when it was needed, QB saved themselves, pulled themselves back into it. Now obviously FM eSports can buy. You've got one member on a Tech 9, but the rest of them have got AKs. This is it. This is make or break. The rounds are ticking away so fast. They've got to start pulling a few on the board. The waiting game is in full effect. FM eSports making their way to B. This could be the first full B rush we've seen. Molotovs go out. Lamp misses his first shot with the AWP. Misses the second one. He's getting spammed through the boxes. Does manage to tag one, but goes down. Then he gets one before False finishes him off. And Jenko and Pulse going huge. This is what we need to see from FM. This is how you enter a bomb site. You actually go together as a team. Pulse finishes off Fix. It's all up to Luke. And he's got no choice other than to run away. Get the hell out of there and try save his AWP. It's like we've just watched a whole new team actually take that bomb site. Luke, 16 health, was trying to spam through, finishes off by Pulse. 8 for 4, and FM eSports pull themselves into it, but 4 huge kills from Pulse there. He brought the fire when FM eSports needed it most, and that's how you execute onto a bomb site. They literally weren't ready for it because it hasn't been happening. Keep your opponents guessing. QB's side, obviously, they're saving their money. We've got one M4. The rest of them have got pistols. But we've seen this from QB. Their pistol work can be crazy. And look how they move together as a team. We've got one at B, rest at A here. FM eSports have got to be careful what they walk into. Use their flashes well. Pulse does manage to take down Fix. This is a nice early start. Jenko onto Fenny as well. This is what we needed. Pushes them out with the Molotov. Great work from Robin. Gets one. Romy does finally get Pulse, but it goes down very quickly. And it's only Lamp left. Nice execution from FM eSports. And they didn't mess around when it came to actually going into that bomb site this time round.
Terrorists win.
8-5 is your score, and FM eSports getting it ever so closely, pushing it together, bringing it together, and we're going to see another eco round from QB. And if they don't buy anything else, I'm really fancying FM eSports' chances to kind of even this back up and give us a real competitive half. Jenko back up with that AWP. The rest have got AKs for the C side. No one's really bought anything from the CT side. They're just on pistols, one deagle, and a couple of P250s. Jenko gets 2 now. Great start of the AWP at distance. Luke in a very good position. This could be dangerous, but he gets mollied out. Pulse finishes him off, and nicely done. I was very worried that Luke's going to come around the side and cause some real issues for him then. It's only up to Fix now. 5 members left alive of FM eSports, looking incredibly strong for this round.
Terrorists win.
6 will be the scoreline as we go into the last round of this half, and FM eSports have somehow pulled themselves back into it after previously being at a 7-2 deficit. So no AWP this time round for the CT side, but they're sending 3 towards middle. Going to play it up close and personal, and this is what worked really well for them previously. Can it pay off for them again? Molly goes over from Stanley. Does a nice bit of damage onto Luke as well. Finishes off Luke completely. Luke just didn't move. Really well read from Stanley. He knew they'd done that before. Dropped the molly. Perfect positioning. And Luke stood no chance. Lamp, though, does come with a quick reply. He's up high. Fix pushes out all the way. That's absolutely crazy. Pushes out. And Robin was just not ready for him. QB have taken the risk and it's paying off for him. And they're also going to be pushing from B. Are they going to line up for him, though? Oh, he's come round, wasted the bullet through the wall. Gets finished off. It's only Pulse left in a 2v1. And the CTs have got the bomb. Pulse is quite a far away. He's got to play this ever so carefully. Molly goes down just where he needs it to, but Fenny finishes him off, takes off his head, and 9-6 will be the end of your first half here on Cash. A very close game once again, but QB just with that overall edge. So how are QB going to perform on this T side? FM eSports have got a lot of work to do, but it's not impossible. They really pushed back towards the end of that half. Can they take through that confidence Can they trick through that momentum and bring themselves actually back into this game and give the UK at least one map today? Well, Pulse starts off exactly how he means to carry on. Stanley onto Luke as well. Great opening pistol round here. Pulse takes off QB's head as well. QB fixes even, sorry. Robin takes down Lamp. Only Romy left. Romy is going to fire back, but he's in a 4v1. He's got the bomb in hand. He's managing to dodge some bullets there. He's taken down 2. He's got 14 health. He's got the bomb, but there's CTs coming from all sides of him. Nicely done by Pulse. Comes round. 3 kills for Pulse. 1 for Robin. 1 for Stanley. And they clear up that pistol round, taking it to 9-7. Now QB here. They've opted for all Deagles bar 1 Tech 9. We've got all umps up on FM eSports. I kind of worry about playing against this many Deagles. If QB can get a few nice 1-taps here, it's going to be dangerous for FM eSports. Oh. Bit of damage already done to Stanley straight away from that Deagle. They're throwing out the flashes, throwing out the smoke to run back a little bit. But Lamp's going to try to capitalise on that as he hears him running away. Can't make anything of it, but they're fighting through this smoke here just outside of B. Robin gets 1, Pulse onto Lamp. Nails another. Robin finally shut down by Romy. Jenko down as well, and this is the problem. QB now have a UMP in their hands. But Pulse will make sure they don't have it there for long. And Romy spamming away with that Deagle, trying to do it from long distance, but Pulse jumps all over him. Pulse going for the frags. Another 3 on the board for him. And we're now going to be at 9-8. One more round and we can see the score even for the first time in this map. Once again, pistol round all the way for the Russians. They didn't manage to get a bomb plant that time. They've only got PG-50 extra. Wow, Robin comes out. Jenko comes out with him. They get 1 apiece. Jenko trying to get another. Gets another 2. Fantastic work from him. And he finishes it off with a 3rd. A headshot with the USP. Nicely pushes it out as they literally go rushing into the A bomb site. Very well read there from FM eSports. Bringing it to even Stevens at 9-9. But now is where it happens. Now is where we've got to see how it's all going to play out. Jenko and Pulse, both with AWPs. Nils and Robin with the UMP. Stanley with the M4 against 1 AWP and 4 AKs of QB. Oh, and Luke starts off well. Gets the first kill. Takes down Stanley. And Luke's just waiting. He's waiting for someone to pop up there. He's got an idea of what's going on. Who's going to be the first to peek? Who's going to be the first to make the wrong decision? FM eSports already down a player, but Luke misses it. He was waiting for it, but he just narrowly misses it. Dropped down to 22 health. And the boost is going to happen again. Luke getting his teammate up there. Smart decision, not putting the AWP up there. Getting a couple of them ready up top. See if they can sneak out and catch any of the CTs off guard. But the CTs have all given up that middle control. They've changed around completely, focusing on the bomb sites. Fenny though, onto Nils. Pulse taking down Fenny. Replying frag very quickly. Still 1-man advantage. Oh, nicely done by Luke. Takes down Pulse. 2-man advantage now for the Russian side. Only Jenko and Robin remain. Robin just with an M4 in hand. Couple of flashes. And Fix, look at this sneaky. Your team is all at B. And you're going hunting for that AWP up on Jenko. Lamp takes away Jenko's AWP. And they're not going to allow him to save anything. And they've got the exact idea of where Robin was. He saw him through the grates. Great visibility there from the Russian team. They don't want him to save any weapons. They're going to put the hurt on their economy. Fix does get finished off, but oh, pushed out there, running back. Robbie just avoiding bullets. And they're all, you just watch the Russians, they're all heading straight to kill Robin. Romy finishes him off. 9 for 9 is the current score. Sorry, 10 for 9 even. Clearly getting tired, haven't been up since 6 AM this morning casting this. But 10-9 is your score. The Russians take the lead once again. And the Russians have not given FM eSports an inch. They were not allowing them to save in any way. They were not letting them take weapons through that round. The Russians here are looking to close out nice and clean. Still, a lot of QB still towards the middle. Only a UMP, a couple of 5.7s and CZ75s up on FM eSports. Romy does away with Niels. Oh, poked out just at the right time. Fenny on to Stanley. And every place that the FM eSports guys try to go, they just get shut down. Jenko, though, catches Fix off guard completely. He's going to manage to grab his AK-47. And he's now got himself in a really good position sitting up in them vents. But you just got to hope he doesn't get pushed back now. They're making their way onto this A-bomb site. There's no one there waiting for them. They've gone in completely open. No resistance. Oh, the nade comes and literally lands on top of Luke, but he's still alive. Lamp goes down to the hands of Jenko. Jenko gets another one. Can he make the third? No, yes he does. And Fenny, though, comes round the side, finishes him off. And now it is all up to Pulse. Fenny thinks Pulse is in the bomb site. Could this work in Pulse's favour as he tries to sneak round? Oh, but he started running, knew exactly where he was. And that's another round on the board for QB. And FM eSports are looking like they're going to be in a spot of bother. Because even if they buy now, that's a low income of what they've had. They can't buy full utility. And like you've got FAMAS here, a few M4s, no incendiary grenades. Some people don't have nades. There's only one kit up. Playing a lot of solid CS at the moment, even still sticking with a UMP despite the money that they've got. They've definitely got the confidence, but it's about seeing who's going to make the first move. On what timing are we going to work to as well? FM eSports really needs to just try catch QB off guard. They've got to do something that they haven't been doing. Because currently what they've been doing hasn't worked. And QB straight away on to Niels. Pulse does reply. Pulse gets a second one, and this is what we needed to see. He is shut down, so it's trade for trade, 2 for 2. But Luke with that UMP finishes off Jenko, who had the M4 in hand. Gets to swap it over, so now Luke's had the upgrade. Oh, Robin is literally sneaking around in that smoke. Does away with Lamp. They now have an idea of where he is, but he got caught flashed out there. Luke couldn't do anything. Had his back turned, and it's all up to Fenny in a 2v1. Robin in absolutely fantastic position, but Fenny, he's not out of it yet. Gets rid of Stanley, and he knows he's only got to deal with Robin. He knows he was in the bomb site. Oh, huge shot from Fenny. Robin jumps up to try and see and get some coverage, catch him off guard, but he loses his head in the process. And a 1v1 once again goes the way of the Russian team. 12-9 is your score. And QB currently lead by 3 rounds. FM eSports, they're fighting back. They're putting up a great fight. But they just can't close out these clutch rounds. And this is what makes the difference between these close scorelines. They had 16-12 last time. We're on 16-9 now. And here we go. Jenko rushes out. Luke takes him down. Luke gets a second one with the UMP as well as they push through the door. Stanley rips off the head of Fix. But straight away there's a reply frag. If you notice with QB, they have always got a player backing up another player. Because they always get the return frags. You look at FM, one player gets one. But then he's on his own and he's left out there to just basically get assaulted. Lamp finishes off Pulse. Niels is the only guy left now. And Luke, with that UMP in hand, Luke's loving the UMP. He's just picking up kills left, right, and centre with it. Despite having 7,500 in the bank, he finally drops it. He's had it for 2 rounds now. He's picked himself up on AWP. Niels not having the best game here on Cash. 4 for 15. Really not putting in the work for his team. Pulse and Jenko are doing all the work, trying to carry it here, but it's just not enough. You can't have a 2-man team. Oh, and did Luke hear that? Someone was going to rush out. The smoke pushed him back. It was Robin. And the T's look like they're ready to execute onto this B bomb site, but Stanley is fully there, fully prepared. Drops down his smoke as well to provide extra coverage, and I love this. QB and Co are jumping out. They're going to go try sneak round. They're going to go distract again. And this is what QB are so reactive. They're playing it smart. He snuck all the way around. He got boosted up, but he did a little bit of damage. Got pushed back. Robin now gets 2 kills though. FM eSports pushing back just when they needed to. Nicely done by Jenko, getting Lamp and Romy as well. 13-10 is your scoreline. QB just in the lead by 3 rounds. They've still got a fair bit of money on them. They can buy. The CTs have gone for that double AWP setup once again. It hasn't worked for them on this map, but previously on Dust 2, they were literally using that as their saving grace. QB taking a bit of a slower approach this time round. Luke's even got boosted up, so we're going to see if we can get him to push out. They're entering into this A bomb site, but there was flashes everywhere. Fix manages to get 1 kill onto Jenko with the Protect 9. They've got that bomb trying to destroy. They haven't got the bomb down yet, but oh wow! Fix takes down Luke, doesn't get the kill. Luke manages to get the kill himself. They all stacked up on each other, and they're going to be kicking themselves about that. They've pretty much just given the round to FM. Would have been a 2 versus 3. All up to Fenny. They've got him on complete lockdown. They're all the way around the bomb. Fenny gets 1. Oh my god, he gets a 2nd. He can't surely do this. Oh, thank god. Niels steps up just at the last minute. Manages to get the kill. But Fenny, he was going for it. And that was so close. 13-11 is your score. And FM eSports are trying to pull their way back into this. They still haven't got the best economy, but they've got enough money to keep buying and bring themselves in. Nilsino gets the first kill onto Lamp. Needs to start as he means to go on. He's only got 18 health though. Pulse, Jenko, nicely done. And this is what FM eSports needs to do. They need to benefit, seriously benefit from actually winning a few rounds now. Coming back from such a deficit. It's now 13 for 12 and FM eSports, they're 1 round again from tying this up. They've really pushed QB on the back foot here, and QB just don't have the economy, don't have the money. Robin opens up the round with the kill onto Lamp. Oh, and Luke from up top does manage to take down Niels. Niels is probably thinking, how on earth did he manage to see me there? Would have been right on the corner. Robin, though, taking down Fix through door. And FM eSports seem to have a new lease of life breathed into them. Stanley loses head to Luke. That AWP is on point. It's 3 versus 3. And QB have always got a way of bringing themselves back into this. Only 1 CT at B, 2 at A. It's Pulse though, and he does have his AWP. He's got to hit this first shot. Smoke goes out. Pulse gets the first one. Can he get the second? No, he gets taken down by Luke. It's now 2 versus 2. The bomb's going to go down. And the FM eSports boys need to move quickly into this bomb site and stop this from happening. Oh, and Luke finishes off Robin from up high. Only Jenko left in it for the CT side. Oh my god, he jumped literally on him. Finally saw him. Luckily, Luke was blind. Otherwise, he would have been in a tricky situation. But Jenko's taken himself off the bomb. He does have a kit. They're dancing around the wall. Jenko finishes them off with the CZ75. Takes the round. But will he be able to get that bomb? He should be okay for the timing. Oh, if that had been another second, we would have been in a sticky situation for FM eSports. But once again, we're at 13 for 13. It's even Stevens. The money... It's not awful for the T side. They can buy on it, and they will. But it is so important that they get this round, and they need to get a bomb plant, ideally. CT side, Pulse has got his AWP. Everyone else has got M4s. This is going right down to the wire. Nicely done. A good start from Fenny there. Jumps up just as Robin's trying to push forward on middle and gain that mid control. The T's got there just that little bit faster. I like this from the Russians though. They've got the pick, they've got the early advantage, and now they're pulling back. They're not literally rushing straight into it. They're not committing to it. FM eSports are just trying to find out what's going on. Look for that scouting information. It's all very quiet. It's almost unnerving. We're probably going to see a timed push here. Probably about 40 seconds. QB are getting ready for this A site. And it's very spread out from the CTs. Incendiary grenade goes down from FM eSports. But QB are getting to make their move. Oh, and Fix takes down Pulse. Is a quick reply frag, but Jenko, and we're getting this lag. No, Fetty does manage to finish him off. It's trade for trade. The bomb's going to be planted. 20 seconds left on the clock. 2 versus 2. It's Lamp and Romy versus Niels and Stanley. Stanley goes down very early on. Niels is coming around the side. Can he make anything of it? He's getting tapped up through the box. He isn't quite dead yet. Both the T's are there waiting for him. And finally, Lamp takes him down, but he just manages to finish off Romy. And my god, that was a close round. Apologise for the little bit of CSGO TV lag there, guys. Obviously, we are connecting to a Chinese CSGO IP. 14-13 is your score. And QB, all their money went into that round, all their utility, and they made it work from right down to that 1v1. FM eSports, they've not got too much left in with them either. And we're nearly at match point. Slow and steady from the T's. They're building up to this B bomb site though. First kill from Romy straight onto Pulse on that B bomb. Romy gets a second one as well. Finally down at the hands of Robin. Robin's come through there. So Stanley, Fix and Luke though, they're straight away replying. There's only Robin left. He's got an M4. The bomb hasn't been partnered yet. And there we go. Fix finishes him off 15-13. This is the last round potentially of the half. We're on match point. And the money is just not there for FM eSports. FM have battled and pushed forward. For them to pull off this round, we're going to have to see a phenomenal pistol round here. They've got a couple of flashes, got a few smokes, one grenade. But CZ's, Deagles, 5.7s. Is it going to be enough? Interestingly enough, QB, no AWP up on them. They've literally gone for the full AKs. You can hear the spam of them Deagle bullets. Fenny thinks. Can they do it? It's all up to Niels. And this round all happened up in the B bomb side. Fantastic final round. Absolute domination from QB. They had all the weapons in hand. 16-13. Both the games that involved FM eSports. FM eSports went 16-12 on Dust 2, 16-13 on Cash. They couldn't quite beat the Russians. The Russians take it 5-0.